Aveline, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are building, is it a house for a kindergarten teacher? A tiny house. It's actually a tiny house. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for you to see it. However, before we get into the build, I do want to say a massive thank you to Disney Emoji Blitz for sponsoring today's video. You can download Disney Emoji Blitz by clicking on the link at the top of the description box or the one in the pinned comment. However, as per usual, I am running a giveaway, a new one, so if you want to learn how you can join and possibly win a Sims 4 pack of your choice, just stick around for a little bit and listen. Disney Emoji Blitz is an awesome mobile game. It's unlike any other Match 3 games on the market right now because each emoji that you choose to play as has its own unique power. So that adds another layer of strategy to it, and since it's also Disney themed, it is super cute. My favorite emoji to use right now is hands down Gingerbread Mickey because he is actually awesome. His ability is amazing. I highly suggest that you check him out. But I tend to swap out my favorite emojis quite often because there are new emojis added to the game every week from both Disney, Pixar, and Star Wars movies. And if you're big on collecting in games, such as I am myself, you will love Disney Emoji Blitz because you can collect emojis from different categories, such as silver, gold, rainbow exclusive, as well as story and villain emojis. And all the emojis that you collect are actually gathered on a special keyboard, which is so cute. So you can actually use them to send them to your friends and family. To get you started on your emoji collection, 3 of you will actually have the chance to win the Disney Princess Starter Pack, which includes the emojis Meg, Aurora, Cinderella, and Tiana, by using my link at the top of the description box or the one in the pinned comment. And in addition, the link also works as a creator code, which means that all money that you spend in game actually helps support me and the channel. And as for the giveaway, all you gotta do, it's the same rules as per usual. All you gotta do to join the giveaway is download Disney Emoji Blitz using my link, either the one in the top of the description box or the one in the pinned comment. Then get to level 20 and take a screenshot of yourself hitting level 20, and then send me the screenshot in a DM on either Instagram or Twitter. And as per usual, you can find my socials linked through the link tree, which you can find in the description box. But if you're already level 20, you can still join. All you gotta do then is take a before and after screenshot of yourself gaining 5 levels. So if you're level 20, you take a screenshot, then get to level 25, take another screenshot, and then send me both of the screenshots. The giveaway is worldwide. It also includes console players, so all of you can join if you want to. And I will be picking 2 winners at random who will be announced over on the community tab around the start of April, so keep an eye on it if you decide to join, which I highly recommend that you do because it's super easy. So I think that is all. Thank you again so much to Disney Emoji Blitz for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get started with this kindergarten teacher tiny house. Let's go. So like I said, today we are building a tiny house for a kindergarten teacher, and I think I've done one of these before, but it's a while ago by now, so I just kind of felt like doing a new one, but also a different version. It wasn't really supposed to have this like super cottagey vibe to it, but it definitely ended up being a little bit cottagey, especially once we get to the backyard, because I was like, what does this kindergarten teacher without kids or like a partner, a spouse, what would they have in their backyard? I wasn't really sure. So I ended up giving them basically like, they have like a chicken coop in there and also this little gardening area. I don't know. It definitely ended up making this house a little bit more cottagey than it already was, which is a lot. So it's like a suburban kind of house, but with cottage vibes. It's kind of strange, but I feel like it works. I also wanted to make the interior very cute because I just like that because like kindergarten teacher just reminds me of something cute. I don't really know why. It's very stereotypical and I'm sorry for that, but that's just in my head when I think kindergarten teacher, it's just, this is the vibe that turns up. I don't know how to say that, but you get what I mean, hopefully. Like, I just think these vibes. I was very, very indecisive when it came to how to do the floor, or not the floor plan. The floor plan was pretty easy, but the wallpaper for the exterior, I was not really sure in what direction I was going with. I just kind of knew that since I didn't want it to be super suburban, I wanted it to be made out of either shingles or rocks or like bricks. So I ended up going for the brick from Country Kitchen Kit, I think it's from actually. It's very nice. I've barely used it, but it's quite cute. It doesn't really have a lot of colors to it, and two of the colors are a little bit too saturated for my liking to be able to use it like this at least. So I ended up going for this like beige, almost like pink kind of color. Although I think it looks slightly pink because I have a reshade on, which by the way, if you are curious about that, because I do get questions about my reshade quite often, you can find it linked in the description box, by the way. I think it just said by the way twice, but let's just ignore it and move on. But yeah, that's where it is. I didn't make it. I think it's called Dove, and I think the creator is called Kindle Spice, but it's been a while since I checked up on their site, so I might be misremembering, but it's linked in the description box as always. So if you're curious about it, that's where you can find it. And no, I will not be doing a tutorial on how to install Reshade because I don't remember. But you can find one. I know my friend Hey Harry Sam, I know that she did a tutorial, so you can go check that out if you're curious. But we are not talking about Reshade today. I just thought I would update you, or I don't know, tell you. But anyway, so for the I actually ended up decorating a lot in the kitchen slash dining room slash office area. I know I kind of put everything into one room. It's a bit much, but I ended up kind of decorating a lot of it, and then it hit me that I hadn't pressed record. I know, it's super annoying. So instead of just moving on and just saying, okay, well that happened, I decided to delete a lot of things and then redo it. I know, super annoying, but that's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes you mess up. I'm human. I make mistakes. It's fine. So I kind of redecorated this room again after that. It was a little bit, I don't know, I actually like how it turned out the second time around a little bit better, so maybe it's not too bad. But that happened, and it still annoys me when I do that. I know it's completely my fault, so there's nothing else to do about it other than try to just keep an eye on my recording program, basically, but sometimes I just don't. So, but yeah, we are going for slightly pastels in this house, although I think compared to the other kindergarten teacher tiny house that I did like over a year ago, I think it was, unless I've done one in the meantime that I don't remember, which to be honest, don't fault me for that because I've built like 400 houses or something on YouTube, 300 maybe, 350. I don't even remember. I've been doing this for years, so I don't remember every single build. But I do know that I did one like a year ago, a bit over a year ago, maybe a bit more than a bit over a year ago. But that one was like very saturated, very vibrant pastels or very vibrant colors, just overall, not necessarily pastels. Whereas with this house, I wanted it to be very cottage, not necessarily like super cottagey, but I wanted it to be softer. I wanted it to be very, yeah, just soft. I feel like that's the best word that I can describe what I was trying to go for. Soft and cute at the same time. Kind of muted, kind of calm, kind of pleasant. I had a little bit of fun with the new wallpaper over here, but without overusing it because it's definitely a very overpowering wallpaper if you use it on every single wall. I feel like that's just me. I'm scared of patterned wallpaper, so it's just me, okay? It's just me. But I do feel like it's a little bit overpowering if you use it on every single wall, especially for a house this size where there's like not a lot of space, so the walls are very close to each other. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully you get what I mean. Like here, you see what I mean? The walls are very close. If you have a little bit more floor space, you can kind of like even it out, if you will, but with the walls being this close, I feel like all those roses are overpowering in a way. But I was trying to kind of tie the furniture in with the roses as well. As you can probably see, the roses are pink. I'm going for some pink in the interior with the furniture, also with some of the decor pieces, and I'm also trying to use a little bit of this like bluish green, which I think is the color that they went for the wallpaper, for the leafy parts, if you will. So just kind of trying to make everything tie in together. But that's a very cute wallpaper though. I really like it. It's very, very beautiful, but just a little bit overpowering, just like a tiny bit. But again, I'm also scared of patterned wallpaper, so don't listen to me, guys. Don't listen to me. I do want to give you guys a bit of a streaming update because I am planning on going back to streaming this week. I just don't know when because I can't Well, I couldn't Wednesday, I should say, not can't. I couldn't Wednesday, but I might be able to tomorrow, so I will keep you posted over on Twitter if I do. It's just been very hard to find time, to be honest, which I know sounds ridiculous, or if you don't fully know how I work, it might sound ridiculous, but as soon as I'm out of like a habit, it takes me so long to get into it again, and being hit with proper sleep deprivation, like almost proper sleep deprivation, I would say. A couple of weeks back, it just kind of threw me off for a while, and then we had like family coming over. I'm also going away for 2 weekends here in April, so that's gonna be fun to work around. And by fun, I don't mean that, it's gonna be sarcastically fun, but I'm gonna see if I can try to work around it. I've also had a little bit of a hard time trying to find time to just read. Like, I was thrown out of that rhythm as well. It was not great. So everything just kind of like, I've just been thrown out, and I don't, not thrown out, but like thrown out of my habit, thrown out of my rhythm, and I don't know where time went. Do you guys ever get that? Like, do you guys get that? Where you just feel like you've done so much, but you can't really pinpoint what you have done, and at the same time, you're kind of like, but if I can't figure out what I actually spend my time on, where did time go? Because I don't just sit here and do nothing. I still do stuff. I still feel like I'm busy, like, so much. So I don't really know what happened with time. It's so strange. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get back to it this week. And if not this week, then most definitely next week. But keep an eye on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, I will update you when I go live on Instagram as well. If you're not on Instagram, then I don't know how to get to you, but I'll let you guys know in the voiceovers as well once I know. So I just wanted to update you because I also got a couple of questions about that. So, but yeah, time is weird. I don't know. Suddenly March was just gone. Like, what happened? Weird. Anyway, I don't like it. Just like slow down a little bit. I need more hours. What's going on here? But anyway, we are decorating. We're almost done with the bedroom, I think. Super simple in here, just trying to go for cutesy kind of cottagey furniture pieces. I don't think I've used this bed in the longest time, but it just felt perfect once I got to the interior. I was like, I think this was the first piece of furniture that I put down simply because I wanted to make sure that I remembered that this room is going to be the bedroom, and then I saw the bed and I was like, oh right, that bed with the fun bed frame or whatever it's called, headboard, yeah, that thing. It just felt perfect. So I saw the bed and I was like, there better be a swatch of this bed, because I don't ever use it, so I don't remember the swatches that well for that bed. But I just remember thinking there better be a swatch that can work with this interior, otherwise I'll figure out something else to do with the interior because I need to use this bed. Luckily it had the white frame and then the yellow beddings, so it was kind of perfect, and I'm really happy that I got to use that item again. Sometimes it's just nice when you kind of like, if there's an item you haven't used for the longest time and you don't really think about it, and then you kind of rediscover it and use it again. I don't know. It happens a lot when you build a lot like I do, like a lot, you there's a lot of items that you don't necessarily use on a week-to-week basis, so that bed was definitely one of them. As for the landscaping, this is when I kind of took it a little bit like, it doesn't really feel like this house fully fits into Willow Creek after doing the landscaping for the house, but I just knew which direction I had to go in, because it just, I don't know, the house itself just kind of needed this landscaping, so I kind of just went for it. If I'd built this in Windenburg or Henford-on-Bagley, I probably would have added a pond or something, to be honest, because it does have a little bit of like a wild sort of landscaping feel to it without overtaking the house, if that makes sense, like without being too wild, but it does have that feel to it. So if I built it in one of those two worlds, I definitely would have added a pond, but we are building in Willow Creek today. Also, it's built on a 20 by 15. I think I forgot to say at the start of the video. No, as well, I remember just now that when I decorated it, I remembered I thought to myself, I have to mention that no, there's no sink in the bathroom, but there is one in the kitchen. I get that that's very annoying for some people for gameplay, but it still works. And with tiny houses, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. So I decided to sacrifice the second sink, which would have been in the bathroom, but there is one in the kitchen. I could have sized down the toilet, I suppose, and also the sink and put both of those in the bathroom, but sometimes I just don't want to. Sometimes I don't want to do that because the furniture gets super tiny, and I mean, it's a tiny house, but like I don't want the furniture to be tiny. I don't want the sim to levitate when it's doing its business on the toilet sometimes. So today I just decided to omit the sink in the bathroom. I hope that's okay, but I do get why it's annoying to some people because it's not super, like, it's not necessarily super realistic. I'm sure you can find tiny houses out there that don't have a sink in the bathroom though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure that's actually a thing, but not necessarily this kind of tiny house. It would be more like a modern kind of tiny house, I suppose. But anyway, the landscaping, a little bit on the wilder side, of course, since I'm trying to make this house very cutesy. I also went for flower boxes for the house and also a lot of flowers. Am I losing my voice? Please, no. A lot of flowers for the landscaping too. And this is when I was like, I was looking at it, the backyard, just being like, I don't really know what to do with the space because the landscaping is giving me wild vibes, it's giving me cottage vibes, kind of like, I don't know, forest area kind of vibes. So I didn't want to place down a pool because that felt totally inappropriate for this house. Or not inappropriate, but you get what I mean. For a lack of a better word, inappropriate. So I decided to add this little square down in the corner and added some plots of land that you can plant on. They also have a flower arrangement table just because I thought it was cute. There's a lot of flowers around the house. I could totally see this kindergarten teacher doing like flower arrangements in their free time or something like that. And then I also added the chicken coop because I thought it would be so adorable if they had their chickens outside in the backyard. I don't know, just come home from work and then be like, I gotta take care of my chickens and my flowers. I don't know, it's the vibes I want for this teacher. So I went for it. I don't think I've ever put a chicken coop in, or maybe like once, but I don't actually think so, in a backyard of a house in Willow Creek before. It's so cute when they have them, but I just don't think I've put one in a backyard in Willow Creek before, so it's a first for me, I'm pretty sure. I know, big steps. She's making big steps over here. Adding chickens to Willow Creek, what is happening? Anyway. But other than that, I still kind of wanted to frame off this area with the chicken coop, so that's what the hay bales are for. And then I also wanted them to have a little bit of an outdoors sitting area, if you will, but not a lounge area, so I gave them a what's it called? A picnic table with one of those umbrella parasols kind of thing. It's not an umbrella, a parasol. So they can sit outside, maybe have some guests over or something like that. Maybe their parents or, I don't know, just friends, other teacher friends or something. So they can sit out there and eat alongside the chickens. Like, wouldn't that be cute? Wouldn't that be cute? Come on. So, yeah, I don't know, it felt fitting. So, but anyway, I think that is pretty much it for this house. I don't remember what else I do. Maybe place down some trees or something, but I think that's it. So, yeah, if you like this house, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, the tray files can be found over on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description box down below. Thank you again so much to Disney Emoji Blitz for sponsoring today's video. If you want to join the giveaway, go back to the start of the video, follow the instructions. I highly recommend it. And because it's super easy, so yeah, I don't see why not. But I think that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!
Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights, and I really wanna know I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.